Think of it as another way of planning for your best years, because your brain really matters.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello and welcome to this Wednesday edition of the World Report with me, Arjun Mahendran. Let's take a look at what's making headlines around the world. A coalition of Democratic-leaning states launched legal actions Tuesday seeking to block Donald Trump's plan to end birthright citizenship in the U.S. The two separate lawsuits involving a total of 22 states. Now, this interestingly also includes California and the state of New York. Came the day after Trump took office and quickly unveiled a series of executive changes he hopes will reshape American immigration. New allegations have emerged against President Donald Trump's nominee to lead the Pentagon, Pete Hegseth. In a signed affidavit submitted to senators, Hegseth's former sister-in-law has alleged that he abused his second wife, Samantha Hegseth, to the point where she hid in a closet and even used a code word for friends for emergencies. The affidavit was requested by Senator Jack Reed, the Senate Armed Services Committee's top Democrat. Hegseth has, of course, denied the allegations. The Quad nations, India, the US, Australia and Japan, have reaffirmed their commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific, sending a clear message to China. Meeting in Washington, D.C., the leaders pledged to oppose any unilateral attempts to alter the status quo through force or coercion as they prepare for a leaders' summit in India later this year. Trump administration is discussing a 10% penalty on Chinese imports, citing the ongoing issue of fentanyl being trafficked from China to the US via Mexico and even Canada. The Russian president held a video call with his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping, on Tuesday, in which Putin proposed further developing their strategic partnership just hours after Donald Trump was sworn in as the 47th US president. Now, Beijing has become a major customer of Russian oil and gas and a source of key technologies amid sweeping Western sanctions on Moscow.
Canada provides many of the necessary inputs that the American economy is going to need in order to grow and...
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, in sharp remarks, said that US President Donald Trump is in fact trying to create uncertainty in his trading partners to knock them off balance and weaken their negotiating position. Trump sparked volatility in current markets on Monday by signaling that his administration may impose tariffs of up to 25% on Mexico and Canada as early as the 1st of February. Now, this move appears to contradict an executive order he signed directing US officials to review trade and border relationships and report back by the 1st of April. Listen in to what Trudeau said.
Canada provides many of the necessary inputs that the American economy is going to need in order to grow and boom economically, whether it's energy, whether it's critical minerals, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's uranium. These are things that Canada provides from nearby, affordably, securely, reliably, particularly when alternatives are more of the same things from China or Russia or Venezuela or elsewhere around the world. We are confident that the facts bear out that this is a win-win relationship.
US President Donald Trump has accused Joe Biden of granting pardons to criminals and even questioned the motives behind these decisions. Now, Trump also criticized the handling of the January 6 committee documents and alleged pardons for Biden's relatives, calling for more scrutiny. Listen in.
Joe Biden gave a pardon yesterday to a lot of criminals. These are criminals that he gave a pardon to. And you should be asking that question. Why did he give a pardon to all of these people that committed crimes? Why did he give a pardon to the J6 Unselect Committee when they burned and destroyed all documents which showed that they did what was wrong, not me? Wait a minute. Why did they give a pardon to all of his relatives, his brother who made millions of dollars, to all these different people? He gave pardons. That's the question you should be answering. All right, go ahead. Yeah, please.
US President Donald Trump has announced that before the end of his first full business day in the White House, his administration had already secured nearly $3 trillion in new investments for the United States. Listen in to what Trump said.
The end of my first full business day in Washington in the White House, we've already secured nearly $3 trillion of new investments in the United States, and probably that's going to be 6 or 7 by the end of the week. Tremendous amounts of money are coming in for many things other than even AI. Our country will be prospering like never before. I think that's true, and it's going to be the golden age of America. As I say, yesterday we had the most ambitious, action-oriented day of any administration.
US President Donald Trump has hinted at possible additional sanctions on Russia if President Vladimir Putin refuses to negotiate in the Ukraine war. Speaking to reporters, Trump criticized the Biden administration, claiming that the war in Ukraine would not have happened under his leadership. Listen in.
In Ukraine, if Vladimir Putin doesn't come to the table to negotiate with you, will you put additional sanctions on Russia?
Sounds likely.
And
Yeah.
do you think that the war should be frozen currently?
The war should have never started. If you had a competent president, which you didn't, the war wouldn't have happened. The war in Ukraine would have never happened if I were president. But that couldn't happen because the election was rigged.
Donald Trump, during a press conference at the White House on Tuesday, also said that he likes both sides of the debate on the H-1B foreign guest workers visa, stating that he welcomed competent people coming into the country. Listen into what Trump had to say on the raging controversy.
President, there's been some debate within your orbit over whether or not to keep or eliminate H-1B visas. What's your position on that? Do you want to keep H-1Bs or do you want to get rid of them?
I like both sides of the argument, but I also like very competent people coming into our country, even if that involves them training and helping other people that may not have the qualifications they do. But I don't want to stop. And I'm not just talking about engineers. I'm talking about people at all levels. We want competent people coming into our country. And HB1, I know the program very well. I use the program. Maitre d's, wine, experts, even waiters, high quality waiters. You got to get the best people. Now, then you go into people like Larry, and he needs engineers, and Massa needs, and this gentleman needs engineers like nobody's ever needed engineers, right? So we have to have the quality people coming in. Now,
The World Health Organization expressed regret over the U.S. decision to withdraw from the organization. Listen in.
The World Health Organization regrets the announcement that the United States of America intends to withdraw from the organization. We hope the United States will reconsider, and we look forward to engaging in constructive dialogue to maintain the partnership between the United States of America and WHO for the benefit of the health and well-being of millions of people around the globe.
The fire raged through a 12-story hotel at a ski resort in Turkey's Bolu province early on Tuesday, killing at least 76 people. Now, this includes 2 who jumped to escape the flames, or rather tried to. At least 51 people also were injured in the fire at the Grand Kartal Hotel. Eyewitnesses have said that the firefighters took an hour, in fact, to arrive at the spot. The fire prompted the government to appoint 6 prosecutors to investigate. Listen in.
Şu ana kadar da 45 vefat eden vatandaşımızın naaşları ailelerine teslim edildi. Diğerleriyle ilgili kimlik tespit çalışmalarını yapamadık. Bununla ilgili Adli Tıp Kurumu'nda kimlik tespit çalışmaları, DNA tespit çalışmaları yapılıyor. Bunlarla da ilgili çalışmalar süratle tamam.
Protesters gathered outside a federal courthouse in Las Vegas on Tuesday to protest a series of executive orders from President Donald Trump clamping down on the rights of immigrants. Listen in.
People can look at the first 4 years as kind of like him on training wheels, right? And then now that he knows how it works and he's just had an additional 4 years of just working, you know, the political space outside of the presidency, these next 4 years seems like he's more prepared to, you know, manifest into reality his agenda.
More than 2,400 truckloads of United Nations supplies have entered Gaza in the 3 days since the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement came into effect. In fact, Gaza's civil defense spokesperson, Mahmoud Basal, said their future missions remain arduous as most of the buildings in Gaza are devastated after 15 months of the ongoing conflict. Israel has launched a major military operation in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. Palestinian health officials confirmed that at least 9 Palestinians have been killed and 40 people have also been injured. Israel's fragile ceasefire with Hamas in Gaza entered its 3rd day. Russia is claiming to have attacked Ukrainian military targets, including energy facilities and even a military airport infrastructure, while Ukraine stated that it had attacked targets on Russian territory. This includes an oil depot and an aircraft manufacturing plant. A rare frigid storm charged through Texas and the North Gulf Coast on Tuesday, blanketing New Orleans and Houston. With snow that closed highways, grounded nearly all flights and cancelled school for more than 1 million students together, and more accustomed to hurricane dismissals than snow days. The storm even prompted the first ever blizzard warnings for several coastal counties near the Texas-Louisiana border. Aerial footage over the Hudson River, which flows 315 miles through eastern New York State and along Manhattan and North Jersey, showed large chunks of ice floating on the water Tuesday. People from the northern plains to the tip of Maine are experiencing bitterly cold temperatures as an Arctic air mass is causing temperatures to plunge well below normal values, with dangerously cold wind chills as well. Winter storm warnings are in effect for parts of the mid-Atlantic and New England. And heavy lake effect snow is in fact expected in West New York State Monday through Wednesday morning. It's time we slip into a short break. I'll see you on the other side.
Sitting quietly while your car is made all shiny. Downtime can be just fine too. Ready meal is piping. Waterproof, on the loo, just enjoy your back tattoo. Tea break, face break, maybe even watch the ad break. Sometimes it's not time for some tombola, right? It's enjoying lasagna time, chilling with a book time, or time to visit your nan time. Put the phone down.
Reach and clean the impossible with the Starlife Crevice Brush from JML. The versatile cleaning solution for hard-to-reach areas that your standard cloths and brushes can't clean. Made with thousands of tough, durable bristles, its slim design makes it the perfect cleaning tool to tackle narrow corners, tight spaces, and hidden crevices in your kitchen, bathroom, and beyond. And with 2 in a pack, you can get the cleaning edge you need thanks to the Starlife Crevice Brush. Only $9.99 from Asda, Morrison's, Robert Dyas, Tesco, and JMLDirect.com.
If you're out there and you're watching this message, we need your help and we need it now.
This is a typical day at the outpatient department. Every day we see very many cases of children with severe pneumonia. All these children need to be seen, and they all need to be seen today. This is Priscilla, baby Priscilla. This baby has severe pneumonia.
It really hurts for this child to be breathing.
If Priscilla doesn't get antibiotic treatment, it could lead to death.
This is what children with pneumonia need.
With antibiotics like this, a child can get better in just a few days.
The problem we have is we simply do not have enough medicine. It's very heartbreaking to see a child suffer like this. With your help, we can save more lives. So please help us.
Hey, look at our Simply Safe home security system.
Let's install it.
We need another camera.
What for?
The collectibles. What?
Now you've got a camera each.
Yay!
Systems start from under £200 when you buy a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Welcome back. You're watching The World Report on NDTV. US President Donald Trump has announced a private sector investment of up to $500 billion to fund infrastructure for artificial intelligence. Now, the move is aimed at outpacing rival nations in the business-critical technology. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump's executive orders to restore TikTok access in the US has left the platform in a legal limbo. Despite the order, tech giants Apple and Google face potential financial liabilities due to an existing law banning TikTok unless Chinese parent company ByteDance divests by the 19th of January. Legal experts say the clash between Trump's directive, Congress, and the tech industry, in fact, has created significant uncertainty. TikTok remains unavailable for download on Apple and Android devices, leaving its future unclear in the US. Meanwhile, President Trump has said he's open to Elon Musk, in fact, buying TikTok if the Tesla CEO wants to acquire the app. TikTok, used by around 170 million active American users, was temporarily taken off after the US ban took effect on Sunday. Now, the ban required ByteDance to divest TikTok due to national security concerns. Bloomberg reported that Chinese officials are in preliminary talks with Musk about a potential deal, though ByteDance has denied these claims. Oil prices held steady on Wednesday following President Trump's declaration of a national energy emergency. Brent crude traded at $79.38 per barrel, while the West Texas Intermediate edged up to $75.84. Trump's sweeping plan aims to maximize U.S. oil and gas production by spending permits, rolling back environmental regulations, and even withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord altogether. Markets remain cautious about the policy's impact on global supply and demand. Indonesia is close to resolving its ban on iPhone 16 sales, with Apple working on an investment plan, in fact, to meet local production requirements. Now, the ban was imposed after Apple failed to comply with a rule mandating 40% locally made parts in smartphones. Indonesia's investment minister said the issue might be resolved within weeks. Apple, which has no manufacturing facilities in the countries till now, has yet to comment on the negotiations. Microsoft has revised its deal with OpenAI, allowing the company to partner with Oracle and SoftBank to develop $500 billion worth of AI data centers in the US. Dubbed the Stargate Project, it aims to keep America ahead in the global AI race. The initiative will utilize NVIDIA chips for advanced AI development. Indonesia has fined Google a whopping $12.4 million for abusing its market dominance through unfair payment system practices on the Google Play Store. The country's antitrust agency found that Google forced app developers to use Google Play billing, which charges fees of up to 30%, reducing developers' earnings. With a 93% market share in Indonesia's booming digital economy, Google was found in violation of the country's monopoly laws. According to reports, TikTok parent ByteDance plans to invest over $12 billion in artificial intelligence infrastructure in 2025. Now, the company is set to spend $5.5 billion in China on AI chips and another $6.8 billion overseas, using advanced NVIDIA chips to boost its foundation model training. ByteDance denied the report, but continues to face mounting pressure from Washington to divest TikTok's US operations. Netflix shares soared after the company added a record 18.9 million subscribers in Q4 of 2024, bringing its global total to nearly 302 million subscribers. Popular live events and returning series fueled the growth, in fact, along with halftime performances by Beyoncé. Netflix also announced price hikes in the US, Canada, Portugal, and Argentina, with the US ad-supported plan rising to $7.99 or almost $8 per month. The company now shifts its focus from subscriber count to revenue and even profits. Poland's Iga Swiatek defended American Emma Navarro 6-1, 6-2 to advance into the Australian Open semi-finals. Swiatek will face Madison Keys next. Meanwhile, tennis legend Novak Djokovic showcased his dominance yet again, defeating Carlos Alcaraz in a 4-set thriller to advance to the Australian Open semi-finals. In a match resembling a title clash, in fact, Djokovic triumphed 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 and 6-4, keeping alive his pursuit of a record 25th Grand Slam title. The 37-year-old Serbian now faces second seed Alexander Zverev in the semis. For Alcaraz, the 21-year-old French Open and Wimbledon champion, the loss ended his bid to compete a career Grand Slam. Greenland is making strides in international football as its football association prepares to meet the Confederation of North Central America and the Caribbean Association Football, also known as the CONCACAF, officials next month. The Arctic island, a small autonomous Danish territory, had applied for UEFA membership but is now pursuing ties with the North American soccer body. Greenland's delegation will meet CONCACAF's General Secretary in Miami on the 27th of February. In fact, the move aims to boost national pride and provide a global platform for Greenland, which has never played competitive international football till date. French golfer Mathieu Pavon is back to defend his historic win at the Farmers Insurance Open in San Diego. Pavon made history last year, becoming the first, in fact, Frenchman to win an official PGA Tour event with a dynamic birdie on the 72nd hole. This year's tournament begins Wednesday at Torrey Pines, where players will face both the North and South courses before weekend rounds take place on the famed South course. And the Dallas Cowboys are, in fact, now exploring new leadership as offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer emerges as a top candidate to replace coach Mike McCarthy. Schottenheimer, the son of legendary coach Marty Schottenheimer, has been with the Cowboys since 2022. That's more than 12 years, serving as offensive coordinator since 2023. Meanwhile, other candidates, including Kellen Moore, Ron Rivera, and Leslie Frazier, have also been interviewed. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is expected, in fact, to make a decision soon. Celebrities including Bradley Cooper, Victor Wembanyama, and Omar Sy made their way across the main courtyard of the Louvre, where Louis Vuitton presented its men's Fall-Winter 2025 collection. Now, the collection brought together two separate talents: Vuitton menswear creative director Pharrell Williams and Nigo, the artistic director of Kenzo menswear. The two first met in 2003. The same year, each one, in fact, launched his own streetwear brand. Deputy Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde said accused won't be spared in the Saif Ali Khan stabbing case. He said Maharashtra government is in fact taking strict action and it will be taken against illegal Bangladeshis in this case. Meanwhile, Mumbai police have solved the attack puzzle. The police body, in fact, recovered the headscarf used by Saif Ali Khan's attacker, which came off and got left behind in the scuffle. During the recreation of the crime scene, the police found the cloth covering the actor's son Jay's room. The cops have sent the cloth for DNA analysis. Actor Saif Ali Khan is expected to give, in fact, a statement to the police, and that is expected rather soon. Actor Randeep Hooda is reportedly set to begin work on his new Hollywood project and has flown to Budapest for the shoot. Sources confirm that he left on Tuesday to start filming for his upcoming international film. This will be his next Hollywood venture after the 2020 Netflix release. In fact, it was called Extraction. It also starred Chris Hemsworth. Well, that's all we have for you today. Take care and have a wonderful day.
No child should suffer the torture of trachoma, but so many are in pain right now. Nananga's lashes have turned inwards. They rip and tear away at his eyes. Pamelo's sight could be gone forever. He's just 3 years old. Kofanga screams for his mother. His eyes are so infected that he can't even see her. For so many children in the world's poorest countries, trachoma is torture. It's a painful infection often spread by flies, and it's destroying children's eyesight. But it could be stopped if you help today. By calling 0800 021 3925 and giving £2 a month to Sightsavers, you can help make sure children get the treatment they desperately need. You'll help us bring them the medicines and the care that can treat infections. And that means you'll be helping to save children from the torture of trachoma and a life of blindness. Please help us reach them. Call 0800 021 3925, text C7 to 82727, or go online and give just £2 a month now. Because we need you to help save the sight of children like Nananga. We need you to help save them from the torture of trachoma.
Step into an unforgettable year with a VIP, a very important postcode. Because in People's Postcode Lottery's February draws, players in one winning postcode will each win £12,000 every month for 12 months. Fill your calendar with the things you've always dreamed of. Sign up before midnight on the 31st of January for you and your neighbours' chance to win £12,000 every month for 12 months. Is your door in the draw?
Don't you have Watchdog Lock? No! What's that? Don't be a victim, yeah. Get Watchdogs, 3-star solid secure diamond locks. They are anti-pick, anti-snap, anti-bar. बोले तो fully anti-chore. जब तक जोड़ेंगे नहीं, तब तक छोड़ेंगे.
Who doesn't love a good deal? Meal deals! Be rude not to deals. Seal deals? Or a bit of deal or no deal? We've got free-to-play deals with no deposit required. And up to £1,000 to be won every day. Get that good deal feeling only at Tombola.
Hi, it's Phoebe from Auto Trader's monthly electric car giveaway, and we're pleased to say that you've won a brand new electric car.
It's a dream, honestly, it really is a dream. Oh my god. Me and my boyfriend talk about the Auto Trader competition every single month for this. I was waiting for the know you ever won.
I have a life too, Bill. Who had the calamari? It was for the table. I didn't eat any calamari, so I'm not paying for any calamari. What are you, 7? Ah, that's for crumpets, sweetheart.
Studies show our relationship with money is formed from the age of 7. That's why our expert team is here, to help you take control of your money today. Barclays, make money work for you.
यूपी की कैबिनेट बैठक हुई है, उसमें खासकर जो प्रयागराज के जो आसपास के जिले हैं उसके जो है कई अहम निर्णय लिए गए हैं। उसमें एक चीज ये भी जो महत्वपूर्ण रहा है कि सरकार की पूरी मंशा है कि जो अयोध्या है, जो वाराणसी है, कैसे उसको जो है पूरी तरीके से जो है जोड़ा जाए, तो उसको लेकर जो है कुछ के बारे में सरकार ने ऐलान किया है। खासकर जो ये प्रयागराज का पूरा एरिया है, यहाँ पे एक सिग्नेचर ब्रिज है जो 20 साल पहले बना था, उसको लेकर सरकार ने ये कहा कि उसके पैरेलल भी एक नए ब्रिज का जो है सरकार जो है उसको विकास करे। इसके अलावा से लेकर ITI कॉलेज के बारे में तमाम जो है घोषणाएं की गई है और सरकार ने कहा कि जब 2031 में अगला अर्धकुंभ होगा तो जो तमाम निर्णय लिए गए हैं प्रयागराज के विकास को लेकर, उसकी खासकर जो है
Right, and this isn't the first time CM Yogi has led his cabinet to the Sangam. In 2019, also viewers, during the Kumbh Mela, he took a ceremonial dip along with his ministers and akhadas and other saints. Shifting our focus to the Delhi dangle that is playing out, Delhi Chief Minister Atishi has now accused Kalkaji constituency candidate Ramesh Biduri of intimidating Aam Aadmi Party workers to join the BJP. Chief Minister Atishi said that she has written a letter to the Election Commission of India alleging that relatives of her rival candidate, BJP's former MP Ramesh Biduri, had attacked her party's volunteers. She urged the Election Commission to deploy paramilitary forces in the seat to ensure a free and fair election and the safety of Aam Aadmi Party workers. The BJP, meanwhile, has said AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal and Atishi are making these allegations because they know they are going to lose the elections. Sample the reactions coming in.
विधानसभा के हर इलाके में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता और कई लोग जो कहते हैं हम रमेश बिधूड़ी जी के भतीजे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी कार्यकर्ताओं को डरा रहे हैं, धमका रहे हैं, उनका कॉलर पकड़ रहे हैं, उनका पार्टी का प्रचार का सामान लेके छीन रहे हैं, जला रहे हैं।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरी तरह से गुंडागर्दी के ऊपर उतरी हुई है। कोई भी पार्टी या कोई भी कैंडिडेट हिंसा क्यों करता है? उसे हिंसा करने की जरूरत क्यों पड़ती है? वो तभी हिंसा करता है जब वो देखता है कि बाकी अन्य अहिंसात्मक तरीके से, शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से उसका जीतना असंभव है। जब उसके पास कोई नैरेटिव नहीं होता,